Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out India Davis. India sent me this crazy story, and once again it's having to do with our favorite reality TV show family, the Kardashians. So the Kardashians are currently being drugged all over Twitter and on the internet for basically not showing any respect during Mike Brown's moment of silence at the MTV VMAs. So what happened is that Common got on stage and he basically asked the entire audience to bow their head, show a moment of silence for not only Mike Brown but for Ferguson, Missouri, and everyone including Snoop and everybody else bowed their heads. And then all of a sudden the camera cuts over to the Kardashians, and what do we see Kim, Kylie, and Kendall doing besides looking cute? They were sitting there texting away on their phones, didn't bow their heads, didn't close their eyes, basically didn't give a shit because the news wasn't pertaining to them or their family. So once people saw how disrespectful they were being at the VMAs, folks started calling them out on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of these tweets, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary. So you guys just read the tweets, and you know, my personal opinion, India, is anybody really shocked? I know when you email me, you're like, you're not really shocked either. I'm not shocked. You know, but I think what kind of bothers me is the fact that Kim Kardashian is now married to a black man. Kanye has a strong stance against racism in the fashion industry and racism in general. About 4 months ago, Kim wrote this open letter about how she didn't realize, you know, how racism affected people of color and black people. But now that she's a mother to a biracial child, she understands how racism can affect her daughter, and people leaving racist comments on her Twitter page or on her Instagram about her daughter. So she wrote this heartfelt letter about how now she's fully understanding racism because of what Kanye went through, what her daughter Northwest is going through. But yet and still, a young teen who gets, you know, gunned down, and it, you know, creates this whole racial tension in America, you know, this whole divide between the cops and the people and black and white. She can't take a moment of silence away from her damn iPhone to bow her head in a moment of silence. You know, Kim Kardashian and them are just full of crap. You know, besides being pretty, till this day, I don't know what these people do. You know, I saw Kylie and Kendall when I was in LA going to that Chris Brown party, and they were online. And I'm just like, what do these girls do? They're not even old enough to get into the club, but yet they're here. You know, so it just amazes me that people are literally famous nowadays for absolutely nothing. These women were literally there taking up seats at the VMAs. But yet and still, they don't sing, they don't rap, they're not performers. Now, granted, Kim is dating Kanye, but even Kanye wasn't there. She was there with her sisters. And granted, Kylie and Kendall talked to a lot of rappers. But besides that, why are they there? Why did they get an invite? To this day, Keisha Cole has never been invited to the VMAs. She's never won an award. But yet and still, Kim Kardashian is there every year. So I blame MTV for even inviting them. They're not musicians. Why did y'all invite them in the first place? But now y'all want to get mad that they chose not to, you know, bow their heads in a moment of silence. Is anybody really shocked? That's the Kardashians for you. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy story. That's once again concerning our favorite reality TV show family, the Kardashians. Do you think that what they did was disrespectful, or do you feel like folks are blowing it out of proportion, or do you feel like they're just attention whores, and why are people shocked? So let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces.